Hey and welcome everyone, it's Egwin here from Beyond Systems. Today I want to talk about posture and postural habits. Now, many people nowadays, they have some sort of postural issue. And then it's always this huge question of how can I fix my postural issues? How can I fix, more importantly even, my postural habits? Because that's the thing, postural issues are one side, and the postural habit is the second side. What's the difference? A postural issue might be something like a collapsed arch of the foot, a forward head position, a, say, lumbar lordosis that is too strong, an anterior pelvic tilt or something like that. A postural issue might be a problem with an intervertebral disc, something like that. So it's sort of a clearly defined problem that you can observe when you look in the biomechanical chain of the problem. That's the postural issue. Then the question is, what created that issue in the first place? And are some sort of postural habits involved in either creating it or quote-unquote supporting that this issue stays for a longer time. A postural habit is you always slouch down like that. A postural habit is, for instance, always hyperextending the knees. A postural habit might be always carrying the chest very high. A postural habit might be not using counter-rotation, healthy counter-rotation of your thoracic spine in walking. A postural habit might be an anterior pelvic tilt that stays with you through all movements without ever getting out of it. And then again, the question is, okay, is there a physical structural reason for that habit? Maybe a muscle being too weak or something like that, or too tense? Is there an emotional reason that creates that tension? So you go down the rabbit hole really deep to figure out what's the actual origin. But what I want to talk to you about today is this habit element in correcting posture. See, many people think that correcting posture can be simply done by training a specific muscle group. While that is true, sometimes just releasing tension in specific muscle groups, draining another area of the muscles so that they become stronger, so that you can actually physically, biomechanically regain the capacity of proper postural alignment and, more importantly, proper postural function without the whole structure becoming very stiff and unnatural. For that, you need some specific training, very individual to the reasons, to the causes of a specific issue in your case. However, the habit is the use of the body that was there for prolonged periods of time. The habit cannot be fixed by training a muscle. The habit cannot be fixed by relaxing a muscle. Those are stepping stones to being able to eventually fix the habit. But the habit itself is literally more a program of how you use your body that needs training or retraining or rewriting. A habit is not the same than a muscular strength deficiency or say a length deficiency or too tense connective tissue or stuff like that. That's not the habit. That's a result of the habit. So very important to understand, whenever you want to correct posture and you want to work on your habits, which you should, then do so separately from purely training a muscle. Just training the muscle will not change the habit. It might create this, okay, now my muscles are stronger. Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna contract those muscles more actively now. So this is sort of a conscious thought about a specific area in your body, trying to use most of the time muscular tension to correct a body shape, posture, aka. That's one thing. But a habit isn't just whether or not I use one muscle. A habit is how do all of those muscles play together in certain times throughout my regular day, throughout my life. Reprogramming a habit has to be done separately, not after strength training. It can be done at the same time, so parallel with strength training, but training, retraining, correcting a habit and correcting muscular deficiencies, those are two separate things. And I want you to really understand that. That's important. How can you correct the habit? By repetitively do a new thing, by repetitively use a new habitual pattern. But when I say pattern, a pattern is never just one muscle. A pattern is always a combination of muscle functions. Do those repetitively, plus make sure that you do so in a very playful manner. And then there are a lot of tiny intricacies that you can use to tell the body, no, I don't want to add an additional layer. I actually want to replace the old one. So whenever you realize that you are running on one of the old habitual patterns, stop that pattern, rewrite it consciously move into the healthier or the adjusted pattern, and then take it from there. Very important, changing a pattern and training a muscle, those are not the same thing. All right. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that there are nuggets in there that make you think about postural restructuring in a slightly different way that is actually more helpful to you in the mid and long run. And if you like this, click like and also share. And if you're new to the channel and you still haven't checked out all the other videos, do so. Maybe subscribe to the channel. There is lots of content up here about posture, about core, strength, function, and so on and so on. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful time and see you around. Bye.